Members of the Comancheros motorcycle gang make their way down the southern motorway just north of Pokeno. Photo: Phoebes. Members of the Comancheros motorcycle gang make their way down the southern motorway just north of Pokeno. Photo: Phoebes. Police are monitoring a motorcycle run from one of the country's most notorious gangs between Auckland to Waikato today. Members of the Comancheros gang are travelling south from Auckland. They were in the A Hills area around noon. The Herald saw one group of 8 riders, the majority sporting gang insignia, heading south. Police were aware of planned events involving gang members in parts of Auckland over Easter weekend, a spokeswoman said. Our staff will be visible and monitoring the situation accordingly. We encourage people to report any instances of dangerous or illegal activity on our roads in relation to these events. They can call 111 in situations where their safety is at risk or by calling 105. Similar bikie gang runs have left motorists terrified amid reports of gang members driving recklessly into oncoming traffic and illegally driving on the wrong side of the road. Last month, a motorist was critically hurt on the Waikato Expressway after reportedly being dragged from his vehicle and attacked in an incident involving a convoy of gang members on motorbikes. A source told the Herald the gang was the tribesmen and that one of the riders was clipped by the vehicle as the driver tried to let them pass, but when the vehicle's occupants stopped to check on the rider, they were attacked. The Comancheros, thought to be involved in today's planned motorcycle run, gained a foothold in the Kiwi gang scene after Australia last decade began deporting people under the Australian Migration Act 501 character section, leading to hundreds of members of established motorcycle clubs without New Zealand chapters on this side of the Tasman. The Comancheros were among Australian gangs police here saw as having the potential to radically change the criminal underworld. One of the Comancheros' gold-plated motorcycles, shown in a 2018 photo posted to social media. Photo of Instagram. The gang was founded in Sydney in the 1960s. Members announced their arrival in New Zealand 4 years ago with social media posts of black and gold-clad members gathered around gold-plated motorcycles. All done and sworn in a welcome aboard to my brothers in New Zealand, an Australian member of the Comancheros posted on Instagram. Another Comanchero chapter opened up. We're growing stronger and stronger. Police feared the gang's connections to international organised crime groups and sophisticated tradecraft would give it outsized influence in New Zealand's criminal underworld. Comancheros New Zealand chapter president Pasilica Norfahu photographed during his sentencing in Auckland High Court last year on drug and money laundering charges last year. Photo: Jason Oxenham. In response, police launched Operation Nova, eventually terminated in April 2019 when most of the Comancheros hierarchy were arrested and charged with money laundering and participating in an organised criminal group. More than $4 million worth of assets were seized. Gang president Pasilica Norfahu was among those put behind bars, sentenced to 10 years jail after being found guilty of conspiracy to supply the Class B drug pseudoephedrine. He had also earlier pleaded guilty to participating in an organised criminal group and money laundering in relation to a $1.3 million home and expensive cars. A member of the Greaser Dogs motorcycle gang does a burnout before they race at Mimia Dragway, Mimia, today. Photo: Phoebes. Meanwhile, members from other gangs held an event at the Mimia Dragway yesterday. The event was organised by Greaser Dogs and members of other gangs including the Tribesmen, the Headhunters and Hells Angels participated in the drags.